Tonight, before you go to bed, make an inspection tour of your ice box. How's that Pabst Blue Ribbon supply holding out? Tomorrow morning when your dealer says, "What did you have?" say, "Pabst Blue Ribbon." What else?
Scoop, cue to go.
Can be.
Was it?
No.
Okay.
You're good. You can start whenever.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hello Harem podcast. I'm your host, Alex Luby, and I'm joined, as always, by the horniest of homies to sail the seven seas, Mr. Anthony Luby and Luke Farnsworth. Guys, how are you feeling today?
I didn't leave the house today. I didn't do shit.
I didn't leave
It
the
was
house.
probably the laziest day I've had in a long time.
I haven't left the house since Friday.
Didn't go pick anything up.
No.
Went to the gym. Sold the desk. That's about it for today.
God, I hate.
Tried to sign up for DoorDash.
Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. I feel like that is such a not a great move on your part. Like, your car is already with a lot of miles. Gas prices are like $4 a gallon,
I know, but
and they don't make shit already.
But I need money.
I feel like that's not even worth it. Like, the wear and tear on
I don't
your
know.
car.
Well, it's not like I'm not going to do it like every night. It's going to be like literally like a Saturday night thing. Saturday, Sunday, or night, I guess. Saturday night.
Does it even like pay diesel? Are you getting like $2 per delivery?
I don't know what they make. It hasn't said yet. If I sign up and don't do it, it's not the end of the world. I get a free DoorDash bag.
Oh, jeez.
You know, I
Talk
can
about
keep my
perks.
food. I can keep my food warm. That's like it. Until I know what they make, I'm not gonna like do it. But if it's extra side cash I can get, I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, because you got
Devin
fucked
do it and
over.
said he didn't make shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Devin did it for a minute.
He
Yeah,
said he wasn't making
'cause-
shit.
Tibby got fucked over the week.
Thursday night fucking.
Yeah, the Thursday night royal fucking by Tippy, and then it just got worse. My motorcycle got stolen.
This is not a bit.
It's not a bit. They fucking. They stole.
There's so many problems. You made me so mad because I woke up Friday morning after a message at 2 a.m. that read, "My motorcycle got stolen, keck." And I'm like, is this a joke? Is this a funny haha you're doing? Like, what the fuck? Why'd you put keck?
Keck.
Well, like, here's how it went down, because I don't think I really explained it well in the group chats. So I was hanging out with Amanda Thursday night, and usually when I ride my bike anywhere, there's a lock that you can put on the bike. Well, I think I forgot to do that this time. That's mistake number one.
That's the wheel lock, right?
The wheel lock, yeah. So you can turn the key and it'll lock the wheel, and you can't turn the wheel. So the bike's really, really hard to move. So, and it just so happened that this night I stayed at Amanda's a little later than usual. So I walk out the door and I'm like, where'd I park my bike? I'm like, it was just here. Where'd I park it? So I literally go around her car and look around the back like, oh, where'd you go? You hiding? And it didn't occur to me that it got fucking stolen yet. And I was like, where's my bike? So I like go knock on her door again, and she's like, yeah. I'm like, my bike got stolen. So I walk up and down the parking area because I'm like, maybe it just got misplaced. And it didn't. So I'm like, well, fuck. It is 1 o'clock in the morning at this point. I have to be up at 5:30 for work. And then I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to call Anthony because I don't know what else to do. So I call Anthony. I'm like, you want to hear a zoop? He's like, what? I'm like, my bike got stolen. And he doesn't say anything. I'm like, are you there? He's like, I just don't know what to say.
You want to hear the best part about that? I was in such a deep sleep that I was drooling when you woke me up. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
So I called Anthony. Our conversation ended. I called the police. They said they would send someone out. That was the first time I ever called 911 too. That was kind of weird. I was scared to dial it. And then I called my dad, and he was just as groggy as Anthony was.
It was
So
fucking
we're
2 in the morning.
It was 1:15 at this point. So we're just waiting for the cops. Eventually he rolls up. It's like 1:40 by the time he gets there. He's like, "What's going on?" Like, my bike got stolen. So he takes like my notes and he takes all the information. Eventually he leaves. It is 2:30 at this point when it's all said and done. And I'm like, "Well, Amanda, I'm either walking or you gotta take me home." So she took me home. I didn't go to bed till 3. I got 2.5 hours of sleep that day. When I get home, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna call the insurance company, figure out what's going on. I already put in a claim on the website, we should be hopefully good. I was feeling a little hopeful, I lost a motorcycle, but I was like, you know what? Insurance will help me. Well, this is where Tippy made one flaw back in March.
He didn't get full coverage.
Tippy got liability. You're right. I thought I was under the impression the whole time that I had full coverage because I think I had it on my last bike. And I was like, yeah, I got full coverage. So I call them and they're like, it says here you have liability, and my heart sank. I was like, oh. She's like, is everything okay? I'm like, I'm just super disappointed in myself. She's like, well, if we hear anything from the police, we'll let you know. We can't really do anything for you. And I'm like, no, I understand. Have a good day. So Tippy is out $4,000 and a motorcycle that's probably being parted out right now and abused. And it's cold and probably crying. And it just wants some hot cocoa and a blanket.
It's getting scrapped.
It's probably already scrapped. So that's how my Thursday and from now on went,
Yeah, you got grittied on pretty hard.
Yeah, they definitely sturdied all over you.
Yeah, they got sturdy with me. So that sucks a lot. So Tippy's going to have to start working Saturdays and pick up some extra work wherever he can find it. Try and make some extra cash because I have nothing else to sell. I could sell my bike, but my bike got stolen. So unless I sell my car...
Just wait for that to get stolen.
Every time I walk out from Amanda's, I'm like, hey, what if my car was gone too?
It'd be better if it was your car.
I know. I'd laugh at that point. I wouldn't even care. I'd be like, yeah, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, second. Can we go for third time's a charm here?
It's
Dude, I
kind
can't
of
believe
funny.
I got kicked on that hard, dude. They stole my car.
Yo, they stole my car, Gag.
At least you have full coverage on the car.
Yeah, that's true.
They ran my car for its phones, dude.
Yo, they jacked my tires. I'd be more pissed if they did that than just took the whole damn
I
thing.
think that is so shitty for people to jack tires because you have to pay for rims and tires.
Yeah, I saw it in
Stuff on-
Columbus.
Oh, he did, yeah.
His car was up on cinder blocks. I'm like, yo, they got their phones
Yeah.
jacked.
Yeah, I've seen it.
They got their
So
Tims taken.
shitty. It's so fucking shitty, dude.
Yeah, so just get full coverage on your vehicles, everyone listening. Fuck liability. It's a sham. All right, it can and it will happen to you.
As I have liability on my bike.
You should probably change that.
I think it's stupid that liability won't cover your fucking vehicle getting stolen.
I agree. Like I can agree with like if you fuck it up, they're just gonna pay for like medical bills of other people and stuff or whatever they do. But like you can't control a stolen vehicle. What do I did? I just paid insurance for literally nothing just to ride,
Yeah.
and they fucked me.
Oh, yeah, they got you good.
Yeah, I got the gritty.
I mean, realistically, even if you logged it, if they really wanted to take it, they would have taken it no matter what.
I
It
know.
would just
Exactly.
been harder on them. So, like, why would liability not cover it getting stolen?
Mhm.
That's so fucking dumb.
Yeah, and like we got the video footage. I know I sent it in the chat, but you just see the truck roll up real slowly, and then he hits the brakes. And unfortunately, the video ended there. But they dragged that bitch and just slid it in the back of the truck. They didn't give a shit.
She's gone.
Milk.
She's gone.
Milk. Yeah, are you drinking milk?
Yeah, I'm drinking milk.
Looks good. I like
Gatorade
milk.
Zero.
I also got Gatorade.
Vitamin D whole milk.
I could use a brewski. A brewski? I think I got coffee on my space bar. No. No, I didn't. No, I did not.
What? You didn't
What?
what? What?
Oh, no, I actually spilled a Gatorade the other night on my 02 mouse pad.
Is that why it was being washed?
Yeah. Because I found you can wash them, actually. It's rather easy. But, yeah, I spilled Gatorade all over it. I was like, fuck. It was blue.
It
Why
was
are
blue.
you blue?
It was blue.
Jesus Christ, we're getting like a million Discord notifications right now. What the fuck is going on?
I
usually
I don't
to
have
mute this
the.
chat. I have to mute this for like an hour. Holy shit.
I don't have
Mine
the
usually
pings
does
on.
that. Mm-hmm.
I have pings on for certain servers because nobody talks in it a lot, but there's just like two people going back and
Mhm.
forth right now.
Mine usually does that, but it's not
Discord.
today, so I'm glad.
Discord's funny. It's a funny place.
It's a funny place.
It's a funny place.
I saw this
I
thing.
didn't even
I,
check.
Go on. What are you doing?
What?
Tippy, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say I didn't really check any news articles before the cast. I was doing other stuff.
I saw
saw
one.
really things.
Well, actually, Love Live Superstar season 3 got announced.
Season 3?
Season 3.
Yeah,
We're getting
baby.
A third season of money.
This one's not even over. Are they gonna lose the Love Live this season? then?
Probably.
Does that mean that they lose the Love Live and then it's a whole arc of them making friends with Wayne What's Her Nuts, who fucking sucks and I hate, and then she's
if-
gonna join Liela.
What if they all go to Vienna together?
the Love
Sausage?
Live Vienna.
The Love Live sausage.
The Vienna of that's Italy, right?
No,
Yeah.
Vienna.
No, it's Austria.
It's Austria. Yeah,
Yeah, it's Austria. That's what I thought.
you're thinking
I kept wanting
Vermont.
Italy.
That's Italy.
No, Virginia.
Ah, yes.
Vienna, Virginia.
They're going. They're going to Virginia.
Sorry, I'm a bit fucking slow.
Luke, what were
Geography
you...
was never my strong suit.
I'm pretty good at geography.
I enjoy
No,
geography.
you're not.
Yeah, I'm all right.
How many
How would
rocks
you-
do you know?
That's geology, you fucking dunce.
Luke, you said you
fall
had...
in for my classic prank.
That's how you weed out the
That's a
weak and the
shine
thin.
post moment.
Epic shine
Discount
post.
Katori moment.
Do you guys
Discount Katori clutch moment.
do you guys think they're gonna lose the main girl to the other group?
No, Haru's
No.
based
No.
solely for the
did?
fact that she's.
What if-
they, I don't think
What
so.
What if they just threw it in?
They're not. Also, the other group sucks. Screw them. High range.
Their
Well,
song
the
was
rest
kind
of
of a bop.
the rest of them were
That-
nice. The one girl
Yeah.
was ass.
I said that. I said I fucking hate that High Range song was so goddamn good,
Yeah.
dude. I didn't want to be sitting there like getting into that fucking song because, God, they suck.
Can I
Screw
have
them.
a hot take real quick?
Yeah.
Why does it seem that, like, like I'm using Love Live specifically for an example, and I guess we can use Shine Post now, that the rival group usually makes better music?
I don't know.
Because I don't want to root for them, because they're not.
Yeah.
That's not who I want to root for, but
They just
they
keep
make
giving
some
them better
fucking bops.
music.
They make bops.
You know what I've noticed?
What?
Every time, like, the rival group, this goes for, like, even all of Love Lives, like the first season, second season, Superstars. You could even say Shine Post. Their music doesn't sound like typical Idol music.
No, it doesn't.
It's like always a different type beat, you know?
always like rocky, more
It
a
is
little
kinda-
rebellious,
except-
and heavier.
Arise was not, but it still didn't sound like typical Idol music.
I agree with that.
Well, it's because it's not typical idol music. It's typical Scooter Idol.
Scooter.
Scoodu idodu. Idodu. Scoodu idodu. Luke, you said you had two things earlier.
Yeah, I have two big points to talk about for the episode. You know.
Big points.
I've got a stupid
Yeah.
little one.
Do you want to do those before or after Thorpe's
No, it's
animated
like
week?
main top. Oh, after. It's
Oh,
main
okay,
topic.
that's what I thought. Thorpe, do you want to
What-
do your little one and then anime of the week, and then we'll get into
What's your
Luke's?
stupid, stinky little one?
I meant to
dude?
say it last week, but I didn't. I just forgot. Anyway, a Japanese space probe found water on an asteroid.
You know, I think I saw that actually.
It was on like
Water
the
on an
science.
asteroid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
And
that
then,
be the next surgery on a grape?
They found water on an asteroid.
They found water on an asteroid.
Let's see if I can find an article about this.
Did you
It's gonna
guys
fuck up
see
my
the?
screen real quick.
I think it was another Japanese
There it
kind of
goes.
satellite that crashed into an asteroid.
No.
Did you, oh, it was cool, dude. They took multiple pictures and they put it into kind of like a I don't know, I guess you want to a video, and it just gets closer and closer to the asteroid, and then you just see like a black thing, and it just restarts. It literally its goal was to crash into an asteroid. I guess it was like testing for like
Oh.
if
yeah,
you can
yeah.
alter the course of one.
Yeah, it was successful.
Yeah.
They successfully altered the course because now they're planning on putting up a bunch of those in our atmosphere to redirect asteroids in case something were to
that's
happen.
nutty.
I didn't know it moved it. I thought it was just like they were gonna take the numbers and crunch them and shit. I didn't know it actually
Yeah.
moved it. That's news
Yeah,
to me.
it was successful.
That's
'Cause we were
fucking
talking
sweet.
about it Thursday night when I went out.
That's pretty
talking about it.
based. Go big
And
guy.
they're-
Go big guy.
This
They're gonna put them all
says
over the atmosphere, and it's gonna go pew pew pew, and then the asteroids are gonna go woo, and then they're gonna get swerved.
then the Earth
you know?
will get saved. This
And everyone will
article
clap.
says that the water has been found in an asteroid sample collected by Japan's Hayabusa 2 space probe, marking the first such discovery and shedding light on how the Earth's oceans may have been formed.
They used
Is
a
it-
motorcycle.
Yeah, fast motorcycle too.
Is it water or is it like ice?
Exploration Agency also researched to analyze samples from the Rudin asteroid sent from the Hayabusa 2. The minute amount of water was discovered in an iron sulfide crystal's indentation. I've never seen that word before.
It might have been.
All right, fuck, I'm an idiot. It's indentation. Fuck me. Measuring several microns wide. Oh, here's a picture of it. The water from the Rudin sample was found in an indentation left in the center of an iron sulfide crystal.
It might have been actual water then.
I think it
Not
was
ice.
liquid water, just a very super small amount, but it's still there.
That is fucking crazy.
That's gnarly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, they found water in an asteroid.
Yeah, it's
And
almost
then they
almost
found,
as cool as doing surgery on a grape.
Almost.
Didn't they find water on Mars too, or like ice?
I feel like
Haven't
that's
we
been
all-
known. We've
Yeah,
known
that's-
that there's
There
been.
was one that came out recently about it. I remember telling you, Anthony, about it.
I
think.
remember you saying it. Let's see if I can find anything.
Yeah, because it was like kind of huge fucking news, and it was on Reddit when I saw it.
You know what was bigger news is when they blew a hole in Stadium. Where,
Where
were you?
Where
I,
were you?
I was there.
When they blew a hole in
I
the
still can't
stadium.
believe they launched a fucking motorcycle into space to get water from a rock.
The Japanese are at it again.
The Japanese really just like to flex on everyone.
Those guys.
This article was posted September of 2022. It says new evidence for liquid water on Mars suggests the planet is geothermally active.
That is crazy.
Mars must still be geothermally active in order to keep the water beneath the ice cap liquid. So there's liquid. I guess it's saying there's liquid water underneath the ice caps.
Maybe that's what it was, but I remember seeing something about Mars and water.
Underneath the iced caps.
The iced caps.
The iced
Iced
caps.
caps.
The iced out caps.
The ice johns. The water john is.
A lot of space news today. A lot of space news.
Space news.
In other news, the sun's still there.
Not until
Not
I
for
take
long.
care of it.
Oh wait, hold on. No, it's not out there. Never mind.
gone.
I lied. The sun's gone.
Ours is there a little bit.
No, it isn't.
No, it's not.
I can see the set.
I
There's
bet you're
still light out.
lying. I bet
There's-
you're lying.
There's still light.
I
Oh.
bet you're lying.
Not me.
It's dark.
Dude.
Not ever.
Dude, don't lie to me like this.
I'm not. Not ever.
You bro.
You what?
Hold on. Wait. Look.
Fake.
Daylight.
That's a green
Fake.
screen.
That's Photoshop.
That's green.
Photoshop.
Daylight. Daylight.
Photoshop. Photoshop.
Photoshop my balls, dude. A lot of space news, though.
A lot of space news.
All right, Thorpe.
That is with the
Hit us
anime of the
with
week.
animation of the week.
My
Hit us with the
animation
animation.
of
I
the
wanna look it
week
up. Hold on.
is, you're already gonna know it because you watched it,
Okay.
is Healer Girl. You ready? You gonna look it up?
I did.
You fucking know about
I did.
You
Holy
watched
shit, dude.
Yeah, I watched it.
So Healer Girl is about these three girls, and they're going to like a part-time job or something. And basically, in this world universe or whatever, singing has like a healing property. So when someone is doing a surgery, they can sing and keep the person calm, and like it physically does help them. It's nifty. It's a cool concept, but it just follows our three girls who are trying to get their singing medical practitioner license, if you want to phrase it like that. It's a slice of life. It's wholesome. Well, I guess what really stuck out was the art style was really cool. The colors really popped. The characters were based.
We
The
took you
singing
there,
was
did not.
really
Yeah.
good.
The singing was very good, and this show did fly under the radar. So I didn't see a lot of people talking about it at all,
Mhm.
which is unfortunate because it really was a good show.
I did enjoy it a lot. Remy was best girl.
Remy, I think my favorite was the
Blondie.
watermelon head.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Not
think
mine.
my favorite was watermelon head.
It's interesting because two of them have watermelon heads.
No, they don't. Only one of them does.
Yes. No.
Ooh.
Nope. I'm looking at pictures now, dude. Two of them. One is like a red with green accents, and the other one's like a very light green with like pink accents, which could also be watermelon.
You
Luke,
liked
did-
green with pink accents, didn't you, Thorpe?
No, I liked red with dark green.
You like
True.
Kana-
I like
Kana
true watermelon.
Fuji.
I was blonde.
Same. I don't know. She
I
just seemed
like-
like the most real, like down to earth character. Like she was like, I don't know, like the most real person.
She was based.
I liked lemonade head.
lemonade head.
Lemonade. Not pink lemonade though.
No,
No,
it's
not
purple.
pink lemonade.
Purple
Not to be
lemonade.
confused with Love Live.
With Cuckoo. Everyone's favorite Love Liver, Cuckoo.
Anthony, how many watermelons out of 10 do you give this?
All right, I guess that's the scale here. I give this 7 watermelons. A solid 7 watermelons.
I miss when
I-
we used to do our deals.
Oh yeah, we did have deals. This is buy 3 get 1 free watermelon.
Summer sale on watermelons. Buy one, get one free. Big sale on melons here.
You got to buy 3 and
Alright.
get 1 free. Because then the fourth
Who's
watermelon
eating?
is Russian.
Who's eating 4 watermelons?
Dude, have you never had those math problems? Thorpe is the kid from those math problems.
If you buy 10,000 mangoes and Timmy brings 50,000 to school, then what happened with the other 40,000 mangoes? Where did he get them?
My mom ate them. So here's the first review of the show on my anime list. It reads, I hated everything about this show. From the first minute of the show, I already hated it.
Jesus.
Okay, let's read the whole review. Hold on.
All
the
right, I'll
whole
read it.
review.
Hold on. Oh, it's fucking long. I'll read the first paragraph. There will be spoilers for a few things, so bear that in mind, and everything I write about will be extremely personal and subjective as to why I hate it. If I wanted to go into extreme detail outlining everything I disliked about it would be too long and take too much time, but I will go over a few things. All right, first point is, firstly, I hate the interactions of every character.
Oh my god. Before you go any further, I just want to state the show got a 7.37 on my anime list. So that's a good rating. That is a decent rating.
It's mediocre. It's pretty good.
The next paragraph. Another thing I heavily dislike is the music. And then they say, I do enjoy musicals. The Sound of Music is a great movie.
He's naming.
No, Luke, finish that sentence. Finish that sentence. Finish it.
I do enjoy musicals. Sound of Music is a great movie, and most Disney movies are okay. but every time they break out into song in this series, it makes me want to die.
He really hates it.
Oh my god. This person was just angry.
I obviously don't like the characters either. They feel so fake, like they're made of plastic. Nothing original about their decisions, personalities, behaviors, or their dialogue.
Wow.
All right. In conclusion, if you dislike generic and bland, mediocre-looking girls trying to do cute things, then don't watch this. I would still give the first episode a try to see if you might enjoy this, and it might be right up your alley, but for me it wasn't, and I never want to see anything about this show again.
Holy shit.
How do you hate it that much? Like,
20 people found it confusing, 12 people found it funny.
One person loved it.
loved it.
That's like, out of the top 3 reviews, that is the only not recommended, and it's just aggressive.
I can totally see a review like that going for like a show that Alex is watching, Island, or like if her flag breaks. That was just generally an awful show. But this wasn't bad, like at all.
Mm-mm.
And this guy just hated it, just absolutely detested
He
this
wanted
show.
to die.
I genuinely don't think that this guy likes this genre of show, and he just
No.
watched it for some
He
reason.
said he likes musicals. He's seen the
He likes
sound
the
of
sound
music.
of music.
And Disney.
Wow, so much hatred, so much.
Like I can get not liking the show. Like that's okay. Like, you know, it's not everyone's cup of tea, and that's for sure, especially this show.
Yeah, because it's a
But,
musical.
like-
Not everyone likes music-based shows or anything.
But just to want to die, you know? That's heavy.
Because it's not the sound of music.
You know, like
That's heavy.
I won't particularly say that I liked Sus Maid, but I don't get angry at the thought of Sus Maid. I mean, this is just like pure hatred.
That
And I'm
was-
sure you guys like maids, you know? You like maids.
Yeah,
You've seen
I'm into the maid genre.
Yeah, you like Disney. That's so funny to me.
I was like, what the fuck is his point? Look, okay, first off, I hated every character interaction. They were so fucking stupid, and I like maids, but not this maid. Disney maids do it better.
See, oh shit. I actually disagree with the character thing. I
The
thought
interactions?
especially between Blondie and Watermelon. I thought they had some pretty genuine interactions.
Blondie.
Yeah.
Like,
the Watermelon.
do you remember when they got super mad at each other? It was
Yeah.
Like, I forget what they did. But, like, they got in, like, an actual fight, and I was like, damn, she really cares about her. You really care about Claire.
I didn't want to read that much, but
I
that is
do.
just a really funny review.
It
Holy
is, yeah.
shit.
Boy,
That
he
is
really
just
detested
It's
her.
so
anger.
out of the blue for a show like this. Like when you
Yeah.
said the first review, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good. I mean, it was great, but totally out of left field for this show.
I was just going, I was like, huh, I wonder what reviews would say about it. And then the first sentence is, I hated everything about the show. I was like, holy
my God.
fuck, that's a lot of rage. That's a lot of
Yeah,
anger.
so
But
angry.
inside a little man.
Every other, like I'm seeing,
Angry elf.
I see 2 mixed feelings, and like every other one is recommend,
I
and that's the only not recommend one. And this dude wrote a book about it.
He wrote a book, and it's just him being really angry about it.
Well, he made my day, you know.
I'm
He
on their
made my
I'm on their
day.
profile.
Good on him. I hope they watch this and then leave us like a full in-depth explanation of how much they.
What has he watched? We can look at his shows that he's watched. He's watching The Witch of Mercury.
Why are
Bleach.
we?
They're watching
Why are we
Gundam.
pulling up
He
this
scored it
guy?
a 2 out of 7.
Which
2
one?
episodes came out.
Wait,
It's
watching
literally- yeah,
2
literally, what the
scored.
hell?
Wait, hold on. I'm confused by this like ranking system. I wonder if they're.
I think
leading-
he's only seen 2 episodes so far, maybe.
There's only 2 episodes out.
What shows has he completed? A lot.
Completed 2,674.
Jesus.
Which I'm starting to think he didn't complete all these if he's leaving.
I'm going to his
No,
reviews.
he might have.
He did not like
seems-
Fruits Baskets.
No, because it's counted. He put them as completed, even though he watched one episode of some of them. Yeah, he hasn't finished all of these. He has stopped, like at the beginning or partway through a lot of them.
He hated quintessential quintuplets.
What? Huh?
I'm just going through their reviews and seeing like what's not recommended.
I'm
Shikimori,
seeing what he
okay, I
dropped.
understand.
He dropped One Punch Man second season.
I feel like that was
He
terrible. Yeah,
liked-
that was terrible.
No, he dropped it.
He liked Index season 1 and 2, but hated season 3.
I think that's like the general consensus. Index gets worse as it goes on.
I think that is correct.
He
I
gave
think you're correct with that
Railgun.
statement.
He gave Railgun really good reviews, but he gave Accelerator a really bad review.
Railgun's a bot.
Dude, he
What-
rated A Hot Night with My Boss in a Capsule Hotel a 3.
He's recommended. What are they
He's not an
recommending?
anime fan, dude. He's not an
No,
anime
there's
fan.
no way, dude.
Not this guy.
Wait. No, okay, that's.
Where were you,
Will they totally shit on Healer Girl?
Healer Girl?
Oh, I better make sure that they know I hate this really cute show that's just nice and peaceful, not bothering anybody.
Yeah, really did not like Healer Girl there.
That's funny though. That was funny.
It's out of the blue
That
for
was
that.
good. He
Like,
wanted to
dude.
die.
If he said, like, man,
wanted
it was
to
pretty
die.
mediocre, I can't argue with him. Like, if that's what he thinks, that's what he thinks. But to be that mad about it.
Just say it sucked and move on.
It's like, yeah,
Like,
I didn't really enjoy it.
I just thought everyone would get a laugh out of that. That was
Every
very
character
aggressive.
That was
interaction
funny. That
was
made me get a
so
laugh.
disingenuous they felt
It's
like
just-
plastic.
It's so aggressive. Like, I feel like there's a certain level of aggressiveness you can give. That's just like too much.
Luke, what was your
What are your big topics?
big kahunas?
We'll go with the smaller one first. So as we mentioned last week about the Rurouni Kenshin drama,
Mhm.
what do you guys?
What
how
is
you guys
it?
feeling so far? The Rurouni Kenshin. they-
Fill him in for what exactly happened.
So it aired. I want to say it was a '90s anime, and it's getting a remake coming up soon. And a lot of people are really pissed about that because the author for it was caught with.
I remember you gave me
thousands.
you gave me the skizzy and the 411 about this last week.
Yeah, last week, and then we were
Okay.
like, we'll get into it later. So,
All right. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
and they thought that he was a distributor, and now it's kind of the point where the discussion is: should you even watch it at all because you're still supporting the artist? It's not something you can separate the art from the
Mhm.
artist for.
That's God,
That's
that
like-
sucks
In
because
like some instances, I say, yeah, like you can separate the art from the artist, but for others, it's like, I just don't know.
yeah, it's like certain things like make me not want to do anything with it. Like where in the instance of copious amounts of child porn on your computer so much that they thought you were a massive distributor, but you just wanted to keep it for your own personal collection. I don't really want to support you with that. I don't care what you made. Like, it sucks because I've had this show on my list and I've really wanted to watch it. And I know for a fact it's a really good show. And it sucks because now I don't think I want to watch it. But it's not because of the show, it's because homeboy can't keep his dick in his pants.
Or just,
So-
he's just fucking weird.
Oh, well, yeah, totally fucking weird.
It also kind of sucks
He's-
because,
Gross.
yeah, he's fucking nasty. If, I don't know, let's take Chris Brown, for example. He makes music. A lot of people like his music, but he's actually a really shitty person who beats women. And, like, some people will separate the art from the artist and say they just like the music, but you can still totally be labeled as supporting Chris Brown and not caring about how he treats women and other people if you listen to his music. Which
Yeah,
that's
I
just
mean-
tossing a label somewhere, and that's unfortunate because you could be very against that and just I mean, I guess you can't really help if you like something or not.
I know
Right.
it.
But choosing to go listen or watch the thing that you like is another thing.
It's hard because anything you do, you will be directly supporting him. more or
Yeah, and
less.
that's unfortunate because obviously nobody wants to support that.
Like, even if you watch it illegally, you're in still in some sense supporting what is being made right now.
Hmm.
Now, this person was arrested, correct?
He was
Well,
arrested and then thrown in prison, and 8 months later, he was let out.
How do you only get 8 months for that?
I do not know how it
Was he thrown in prison recently? Like very recently?
It wasn't.
Because this says here, this is a comment from 4 years ago. It says he got fined $1,800,
Yeah.
and then they just let him go back to work.
That's it?
Yeah.
It was a fairly recent thing that came out.
Boy, talk about a slap on the wrist.
But that was 4 years ago.
I think that's the most recent thing that's happened with him.
What stirred this up again? Is there a new anime coming out?
Yet they're remaking it,
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
and people started like shitting on Crunchyroll a little bit for a minute there because, they're helping fund it.
You know, I think for this case, where someone who is a total trash human being got a literal slap on the wrist, I think it's okay to just let whatever they do die. Just let it go.
Hmm.
Because this
I
guy
agree.
does not deserve shit. I mean,
Like-
no matter how good it is, it's like just bite the bullet and let it go. You
Like, I
there's-
know. Do you want to finish your thought?
No, you can go ahead.
Okay. Like, I know for a fact that that's a good anime. It's like one of the classics at this point. Like, especially, it's one of those ballin' 90s anime that came out that's just, it's almost up there with like the old, I think, like the old Bleaches and stuff. And it's a very good show. Like, it's critically acclaimed and shit. And it's a shame to see that die, but I think at this point it kind of has to, because I mean, the dude, like, there's another comment here. It said, if it were animated stuff or drawings, that would, I guess he said that would be a valid reason. But Watsky has videos of underage girls, not lolly-porn, actual kids who are being exploited. Like, a lot.
Oh
So
yeah,
it's
and that's
like-
the other thing is that like when people were bringing it up on Twitter, because that's where you fucking get all this kind of shit
Mhm.
at, they had to like overly state that it was real child porn. It wasn't lolly porn.
Mm-hmm.
Because Twitter is so fucking stupid in the head that they associate those as the same thing when they're not.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
And that was another thing that people were saying is that it's just disgusting that you have to overly state something like that for people to understand that it's actually a problem now.
Yeah.
Because Twitter literally downplays that kind of shit way too hard.
Twitter's just
Apparently, the old one was on Toonami in America.
Yep.
I think there's a line between separation of artist and art. And I think the line is crossed with this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know where that line stands. I think that's up to everybody personally. But with this one, at least for me, I'm like, I just really don't want to support this guy. I think it would kind of, I might want to watch it or might be okay with it if this dude got an actual sentence and charged with actual crimes. Because then I guess, like, while technically you'd still be supporting them by watching it, it's not like they're receiving money from it or have an incentive to keep creating more. But with this, it's like, I'm just appalled at $1,800 and no jail time for
Yeah.
what seems to be a substantial amount of child porn. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. I don't know who that judge was or the prosecutor, but they did a horrible job.
I think the best analogy you can make is Hitler's art. That's
Hitler
why I
made
like
art?
this.
Yeah, Alex, that's like a huge meme.
Okay, when he was younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I thought you meant
Like-
while he was like dictator. I was like,
Like,
what?
have you guys seen pictures? Like, I'm sure you guys have seen any of the pictures of what he's painted.
I think I
That was
have a
meme.
little bit.
It's
That was a
been
meme going
minute.
around
I'm
where
gonna-
it's like, do you like this painting? Well, it was made by Hitler, and
Yeah.
and it was like one of those. stupid fucking- Yeah, and you don't because it's a picture. Like, what, you want me to go up and tell Hitler he did a good job? I can't.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
they're not bad. They're really good, actually.
exactly, and you're saying that, but it was painted by Hitler.
Yeah, I guess, God,
But-
that just makes this so much more difficult.
But
Because-
that's different because even if that was like put in like a museum, let's say, no one's gonna get any more art from him.
That's
So
true,
you're not supporting anything. It's just a bad person in the past made good art. So it's completely different. Whereas right now, and I'm not saying that, like, if he was dead, I'd probably watch the show then because I can't directly support him then.
That's
He
true.
was a bad
Oh,
person,
hold on,
but
wait.
you can't get anything off of this.
This stopped recording. I don't know when. Wait, is it still going?
Oh,
All right, and I've restarted it. So we're good to go.
So-
You were
so we're
talking
rolling?
about directly supporting an artist and how Hitler is dead, and that's in the past, and you said something about this guy not being dead, and if it was okay if he was dead. Finish
well,
that
because
thought.
you can't support the artist. You can completely separate the art from the artist with Hitler
Yeah.
because what's he gonna do? He's gonna read my review of what he drew, like fucking.
Hey, this guy liked it.
Hey, this guy thinks I did a good job. I should paint more. Like, he can't. So that would also be another example of where I'd be like, maybe I'd watch it then. But knowing that watching it, I would be directly supporting someone like that, I will not.
Do you think like that is the line? Like, not necessarily death per se, but whether or not you liking, listening, watching is in direct support with the person creating. Like, say it's like, oh, this guy's still alive. Say he was in prison, he's not getting anything, and you watch it, Crunchyroll airs it, whatever. And do you think that is the line? Like, then it's okay to watch? Because technically, like you said, technically you're not supporting the person because they're not receiving any of the money, or they can't create any more of the recognition. But you can still watch it and separate it from the artist.
I think you lose separation of art and artist when you can support them.
I think that's a decent line to draw there.
Because you can't separate then. What you're doing, no matter what, you are acknowledging that the art is made by that artist, and there's nothing you can do to stop that at that point if you're directly supporting them.
Yeah,
You can just say, "Oh, I just don't think about it," and then it's like, "All right, I
hey,
guess."
that doesn't make
but,
it any
like,
better.
It doesn't mean you're not. You're just not thinking about it. Like, there's a line that I mean, at the end of the day, I guess it is all what you think personally, but I personally will not cross a line if I'm going to be supporting someone like that.
Mm-hmm. Like, no, I guess no matter how bad I want to watch the show, I mean, pedophilia is a huge thing, man. That's fucked. That's big fucked. So, like, that's a line I'm not willing to cross. Some people maybe. I don't agree with it. But that's on them, not me. I'm not going to be supporting that person. I don't think anybody else should. Because, like I said before, that's pretty fucked. And I was reading a couple comments here. Someone made a decent point. They're like, in certain situations, yeah, you can separate artists from artists. Like, people's political, religious beliefs, that's pretty easy to separate because that's not necessarily harming anyone.
I think you just made my brain go boom here. Like, from a belief standpoint, I think it is totally okay to separate art from artist on just about any level. Whether they're dead, you're directly supporting them or whatever, on a belief level. But when it comes to, like, physicality, like I mentioned Chris Brown earlier, or like this guy, where, like, there's tangible things there that are affecting other people. I think that, for me, might be the line.
Yeah. Like I guess you brought up Chris Brown. Like I never liked Chris Brown. I thought his music was crap, like trash.
Oh, I
just
didn't either. It was
hot garbage fire. But like, it's kind of stupid because with what he did, you know, beating women very badly, no matter if, you know, she might have. I don't know the situation. I'm just throwing stuff out here, but you know, maybe perhaps she instigated the situation. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I never read into it. All I know is she got beat pretty bad by a dude who was stronger than her, and that's not very cool. So, in like a couple years, people just kind of wash that away. They're like, "Oh yeah, Chris Brown did that. Oh, that was so long ago." You know, like people tend to forget, and I don't think that people need to try and remember this shit more. You know, when people physically do something to affect other people, those people should not have a career in whatever they're doing anymore. And I hope that doesn't happen with this. Unfortunately, I think the guy is still not
Creating.
in prison. Yeah, still creating, which I don't think he should be.
He's still getting checks. We all know.
Yeah.
He's still getting.
Yeah.
And that's the shitty part. That sucks.
Yeah, it does.
I think the whole thing that's different between the Chris Brown thing and this is that, like Tip said, we don't know the full story first off, but most of the time when it comes to that kind of stuff, it's mental issues with whoever's doing it.
Hmm.
So like, he could always turn himself around, acknowledge what he did is wrong, and then fix himself, and then he could come back out and make more music, and then I'm sure that it would be okay to support him then. Personally, I think it would.
Yeah, I'd say I'm a proponent of. I think people can change and be better.
Yeah,
I think I think it depends on what they do.
but like when it comes to something like that, it doesn't matter. No, they'll never change.
Yeah.
That guy will never change.
Yeah, that's like a mental
how he
sickness.
is.
Hmm.
It is. And so with that, I don't think in 10, 20 years, you'll probably tell someone that. And if he's not around, then people probably won't care. But like, if he is still around by then, I'm sure that you'd probably turn a lot of people off to watching it because you're directly. As soon as you say you're directly supporting someone like that, a lot of people will be turned away from it.
Yeah.
As long as it's true, as long as you're not lying about it, like a lot of people do for some reason.
Yeah, people do like to lie too.
A lot of name calling for people that aren't what they name call them.
Did you hear something
I heard a knock.
A knock?
at your door?
I don't know. It sounded like it was from behind me.
I mean, I wasn't looking on my screen. I was looking at the comments here.
I was watching the screen. I don't think I saw anything.
I'm reading comments on a
Check.
post now, and apparently everyone just fucking forgot that he did this.
It was, what, 4 years ago when he was charged?
I guess, yeah, but like, there's a post here. Duoni and Kenshin remake 2023 confirmed, and like, everybody's in the comments is like super fucking happy and excited for it. Like, praise God, can't wait to hear the VAs and the dubbed version. Okay, here's the first comment. It says, yeah, but are any of the proceeds going to the author who was found with child pornography? And some guy said, I need to know, I love this anime so much, but I don't want to support Watsuki.
I think
it's
if
fucked up.
if he's not in prison and like there's no way for him to receive money, then you're still supporting it in a way. Whether, I mean, of course, I feel like nobody in that comment section agrees with it,
Mm-hmm.
but like you're still supporting it. Like,
And at the end of the day, like I said, it's our personal opinion. What the fuck?
did you hear it again?
Again?
Yes.
Maybe it's your neighbors.
People did just move in, but it sounds like it's like my bedroom door being knocked on.
Let's get some EMF readers up in here.
Fucking weird, dude.
Crazy you can hear it through your headphones.
That's how loud it is.
Yeah. What if you just set your phone down, like, on your table and just kind of let it record for like 15 minutes? That'd be a lot to listen to, actually.
Unless he knew where he heard the knock.
Yeah. Because we can't hear it because your microphone has like a sound suppressor.
I have
doesn't
it playing right now, so if it knocks again, I'm just gonna pause and play from right there. But what the dude?
Is it windy outside?
No. My bedroom door's closed. Right there.
Yeah, it is.
Do you
So
have
there's
um?
nothing-
Do you have
there's
any
nothing on
do you
the
have
other
any
side.
windows open?
I have windows open, but there's nothing anywhere near it that would knock on it.
No, I'm talking about
You've
like
seen my
yeah in Oh, you have no windows in your bedroom, do you?
I mean, I have that big sliding door, but
Is
like
it closed?
there's yeah, it's not closed, but there's nothing in there that would knock.
But
In my
like,
old bedroom, I would keep a window open, and I also had a door open, and the wind would close that door pretty forcefully.
But I feel like a sliding door like that doesn't create as much air pressure to do that.
Well,
You know what I mean?
There's that, but like I said, my door's been shut.
What about
And
like
it
a
doesn't
bathroom door,
jiggle
closet
like
door?
that. Those don't shut from the wind. Those stay open no matter what.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I don't feel like that big of like an area would create enough air pressure to move.
Alex,
the
our
door.
old bedroom, like our main door in our bedroom, would slam shut from having a window open.
I know, but
mean-
what I'm talking about is the area circumference of a window is much smaller, so the air gets pressured in. You know
What
what I
I'm
mean?
saying is that it's not a slamming door. It's literally a knock. If you take your knuckles on your desk, that is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing a knock. It's not my door shutting. My door slammed shut earlier today, and it scared me. But the wind does that. It's not that. It's literally like if someone took their hand and knocked on my fucking bedroom door. That's what it sounds like.
I'm just trying to come up with some rational ideas here. I'm not a paranormal guy. Well, I am a paranormal guy, just not a ghost guy. So I'm playing on the what could this logically be? I'm the skeptic of the group, all right?
Anthony is the fucking skeptic of the
I mean,
group.
that's fine, but I'm trying to tell you, there's nothing that would knock on that door, and I'm hearing a knock. I haven't heard it in a little bit. Probably scared the ghost away, dude. Who knows?
Fucking
told
piss baby.
I
Piss
told it
baby
what's-
ghost.
Yeah, piss boy.
He's
Do
like,
something about it.
Do apartments even get like haunted?
I'm sure.
I've always wondered that.
you know, all right. Here's playing on my skepticism.
Oh god.
If the whole, I feel like an apartment being haunted is not a popular thing. No one talks about that. Like, yeah, my apartment is haunted. You know why that is, in my opinion.
Why?
Because in your house you can bullshit things. There's a lot more going on in a house. A lot more bullshit smelling around. In an apartment, you got a lot of other people, a lot of other eyes, a lot of other ears. No one's catching anything. You're just going crazy in your house. It's all on you. That's what I think.
Luke could be the first guy though.
The first
mean,
case of apartment
There's
haunting.
plenty of like Japanese horror games that take place in apartments, and so I feel like there has to be something.
Well, I'm talking like
that's
real
gonna be a thing.
people, like footage, sound recordings, that type beat.
But then what about like prisons?
I don't think prisons are haunted.
You don't think anything's haunted because you went to one ghost place and
I
didn't
went
see
to
anything,
multiple, and it isn't that
you
I
went to
didn't see.
two.
It isn't that I didn't even just see anything. It was that I totally tried to incite whatever was there to fuck with me, and
Those
nothing,
just
not a
didn't want
thing.
to fuck with you.
Well, then now I don't believe in them. That's their fault.
But like Mansfield Penitentiary is known for.
I
Being
went there.
haunted.
Oh no, hold on.
Okay, that was
we went there for
I went to a haunted. What was it?
Shanley Hotel in New
Well,
York.
it was the Shanley. Not shit. That was fucking dumb. That psychic was a fucking load of baloney.
He
And then,
might have been because he
then
didn't give Kyle.
me
his
and Matt
odds.
went to another place in New York. It was like an old abandoned insane asylum, or yeah. And I went into a room by myself, sat down. They let me in. We tried to get the spirits to fuck with me. Hear noises, nothing. No one felt anything. No one got anything.
It just
man.
wasn't the night.
Well, then they totally changed my opinion on them because I did believe,
mean-
and then they made me not believe.
You can say what you will. I've had plenty of experiences myself personally.
I can always just attempt to chalk it up to the person or outside forces, not of a spirit.
I feel like there's a lot of unexplained stuff that's very hard to explain.
I feel like there's always an option.
I'm
A
with
lot of
Luke.
the times I think there's
I mean-
something you haven't even thought about.
I've told you the story of Hubert.
Yeah, I remember when you told us. We
I
were
don't
talking
buy
about
it. I don't buy any of that stuff.
I mean, that you can't explain how I knew that.
I mean, I think it might be an easy explanation if you heard people talking about it before, and it's
Nope.
just a memory that you might have had. You were like what, like fucking 7 years old?
Dude, when I told my fucking uncle that shit and he told my mom, they had to look up who he was. Nobody in my family knew who that man was because he died like years before my uncle even owned the house.
I'm not buying into it. I think there's a rational explanation for this.
I think you're just scared.
Why would I be scared?
I think that's the thing
Alex,
with
I'm
skeptics.
trying to get them to fuck with me. I want them to like touch me on the shoulder. I want to be like talked to. I want something to happen. I'm not scared. I incite these things. I want them to happen to me.
I think that's the thing with skeptics. I think they're scared. And that's
Like
a
I
hot
said,
take,
why
but
would I be
believe that.
scared if I'm
Because-
actively getting them to try and fuck with me?
Because if you go into something not believing it, you're automatically tend to be like, okay, nothing's gonna happen. I'm fine. So like you have a little bit more like oomph in your poomph. You know, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck with them because they're not real. And then
Yeah.
when
A
something
lot
does
of it-
happen, you shit your
But
britches
nothing
and
did
try to
happen.
unexplain
Nothing
it.
did happen.
I said
A lot of
when.
it's also
When?
like you don't pick it up when you're there. There's plenty of cases where you find stuff after the fact. It's not like everything is found as is.
Well, I've taken pictures. I've had recordings, and not shit. Not a
Ghosts
thing.
know, dude.
Well, then
Ghosts
fuck
know.
the ghosts. They made me not believe in them.
I
We
mean,
gotta go on a ghost hunt.
Let's
I
go
mean,
on a
fucking-
ghost hunt.
We gotta go on the Hello Harem ghost hunt.
Fucking recently, I think it was less than 5 years ago. I was at home by myself and I heard something from. I was in my upstairs living room. And you guys know how like down the hall to the left's the bathroom. I heard something in there. And it sounded like someone slammed the toilet seat down. And I got up and I looked down. And I started talking down the hallway, seeing if like anyone was home. I didn't know. And I saw like this big 6'7" shadow walk across the hallway at the very back.
Yeah, it's fucked, man.
My parents
don't
have
know,
woken up in
man.
the middle of the night to that same shadow standing in their doorway.
Like there are some weird noises.
I think the mind
that
can
you-
create what it wants to create. I think you make yourself believe these things when they're not actually there because you want to believe that ghosts are real. Just like a lot of
Doesn't
people want to
make
believe that aliens are real, they'll chalk anything up to UFOs, unidentified flying objects. Same thing with Bigfoot and a bunch of other cryptids. While I do believe in like UFOs and Bigfoots, I think spirits just are just not the thing. I just
I
don't
don't
think they're
know,
out there.
man. I don't know.
The mind can do some crazy shit.
I
It can
know
do
the
some
mind
absolutely wild
can.
shit.
Electromagnetic phenomena don't just exist.
We live on a fucking magnet. The Earth is just a big fucking magnet.
You don't want to get in the argument with the electrical engineer on how that does not work that way.
Oh, it doesn't even matter. It's, I think, a load of bullshit, and I think ghosts aren't real.
I think we
Until
need to go
I
on a ghost
experience
hunt.
something, then I will change my
It
mind.
is spooky season. We need to go on some sort of ghost hunt,
Let's
fellas.
go on a
Go to
ghost
Crybaby
hunt.
Bridge.
There's
We've
there's a
talked
bunch in
about that.
Ohio.
There's
There
one
was
in Wayne
one.
County.
Yeah.
Luke's coming home for Halloween.
Let's go to fucking Crybaby Bridge.
One issue. When does Luke come home? What day are you coming back?
I'm coming back
Friday.
Friday. You know what time you'll be in?
Probably like 10.
And Amanda's party is Saturday.
Yeah, but didn't Matt want to do something Friday?
Matt won't be here.
The 28th, Matt is 28th or 27th. Matt's having people down. He said something about it. I thought you were going.
Oh yeah, he's playing Resident Evil. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't decided if I'm gonna go or not.
Because we could make that the night of Piss Baby Bridge.
Let's go to Piss Baby Bridge.
We can get an investigation together.
The Hello Harem Ghost Adventure.
We'll have
Yeah.
to be careful because I don't know if it's open.
We'll check first. We'll check after this.
I mean, we
just
could
to
always
double
just
check.
sneak. We could always just sneak down there. It's not
Yeah.
like any of us are gonna fucking do
Let's
it.
let's get on Google. That might
And
be
apparently, the one in Wayne County, there's a decrepit building next to it that people say
Ooh.
they saw a rocking chair with someone in it rocking every once in a while.
Crybaby Bridge. Wikipedia.
There's like 17, dude.
Um,
There's so
There's a
Here's
lot.
one in Ohio. The number 2 is Ohio. Rogues Hollow, the Screaming Bridge of Maud Hughes Road, Egypt Road, Salem, Winsner Road.
It's Rogues Hollow.
Rogues Hollow.
Rogues Hollow,
Yep.
Doylestown, Ohio.
Yep.
In an area known as Rogue Hollow, this bridge is located on Gale House Road between Rogue Hollow Road and Hametown Road. The bridge spans Silver Creek, deep in Rogues Hollow. This road previously led from the bottom of the hollow to the top. The bridge is only approachable from Hometown Road from May to October, as the steeper portion of the road is seasonally closed to prevent accidents. The bridge is property of the Rogues Hollow Historical Society, which also owns the adjacent Chidmister Mill. There it is on maps. Let's pull it up on maps. Oh, these are the coordinates. Nice. Yeah, it's really close.
Yep.
Rogues Hollow Crybaby Bridge. It looks sus.
And like, there's a chance that we won't experience anything, but you never know until you go.
Yeah.
I'm totally not opposed to going and trying to incite something.
I wonder if there's any videos so we could see like what other people did and try to replicate it.
Call them.
Oh, it's really close to Canal Fulton.
Call them piss babies.
It's super close to Canal Fulton.
Yeah, it's up by my house. It's off of Hametown Road by my house.
Wow.
I mean, and no matter what, it's going to be us walking down by a very creepy bridge in the middle of basically nowhere, Ohio.
Yeah.
So no matter what, gonna be pretty creepy.
I'm always down for the creeps.
I mean, we got cameras.
The creeps, the bleeps, and the skeeps.
The creeps, the bleeps, and the skeeps.
Anyway, that was really off time. I don't even know
I
how we
just-
started
I
that.
think it'd be fitting.
It was your
I think it'd be
it was
fitting.
your knocking.
The knocking.
sound.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's close.
Hasn't-
Let's
to
see,
I haven't heard a knock yet.
What other spooky, crappy? It says there's another one in Ohio, in Egypt Road, Salem. This one looks just like a
Salem
log.
is kind
I
of
am
fucking
fucking not going to Salem.
The
to
Screaming
Salem Park.
Bridge of Maud Hughes Road in Butler County. I don't know where
Butler
that is.
County's a minute too, isn't it? Isn't that southwest Ohio?
I got the map. It is. Oh, it's it's by Cincinnati.
Oh,
Hey, look
fuck
at
that.
Luke.
Yeah.
Look at me, dude. I knew that shit. Fuck yeah.
Egypt Road, Salem. Actually, that's not too far. Salem is just outside of Alliance, which would
Just
be
the fact that we
it'd
would-
probably be like a 45-minute drive. 40,
This
45 minutes.
one, this one's closer.
Wisner.
Rogue.
This
I
one's
mean,
in Geauga County.
What would stop us from going to the one at Rogues Hollow and then going out to Salem? I don't give a fuck, dude. What am I gonna do at night? Go to bed?
That's true.
Sleep.
Blow me.
Yeah, let's
Two
go.
crybaby
Let's
bridges in one night.
go. Let's fuck
I
around at the
think- hey,
crybaby bridge.
I think it'd be fun. And at
I
the
think
end of
it would
the
be
day,
fun.
no matter
I do
what,
too.
It's creepy. I just heard someone else's door shut on the floor, and that did not sound like the knock. So that was definitely not what I heard earlier. And I haven't heard it again. And, you know, if I didn't hear it, I wouldn't have turned around.
Mm-hmm.
I have no clue what the hell
I
it
think
was.
it's worth investigating. You know, if we,
The bridge.
yeah, perhaps if we see something, you know, maybe hear something.
Well, I think the big thing is you hear crying, and that's why it's called Crybaby Bridge.
We can set up
Like,
some cameras. I don't have anything like to pick up noise really, other than cameras.
Oh, dude, we don't have any. Do we have infrared, dude? Then we
Oh,
could
I
just-
gotta get
we
some.
could
I
be
gotta
like-
get some FLIR.
I mean, we could try, and we could probably pick up a really cheap EMF.
Probably is it? I don't just want to
All
hear
you need is a
static though.
recorder. Like, you just need to record shit.
Yeah.
That's all an EMF is. You
I
can do
mean,
it on your
or-
phone.
Yeah, you probably could do it on your phone.
You think there's thermal apps on your phone? I think.
What?
I wonder if those. Hold on. Let's.
I
let's
think there's like
I, that
thermal
is not
apps
how
where you
that
go to your
works.
That
camera.
is,
I
that is
swear.
not real. That's not
I
how it
guarantee-
works.
Let me check the app
dude.
store. Let me check
Something
the app
exists
store.
like that.
It can be that it exists, but it's made up, dude. It's not how it works.
Well, we can
Thermal
test it with
camera.
people. You show your hand and it's red. or
It's
very
different
white.
technology. They could just say it's red, and then he could put his hand in the freezer, pull it out, and it would still be red because it just registers it's a hand.
Night vision thermal camera. FLIR one
Yeah.
thermal camera for
Yeah.
smartphones.
Does it cost money?
It says they're all free.
Try
Different
one.
technology. It's not just built into cameras.
I'm gonna get this
You
one.
don't
We're
have
gonna
an
test this
iPhone.
really quick.
That's why there's thermal imaging. Why would they make special cameras for it
When you can just do it on your iPhone.
You
Why
don't
would they
know
make 'em?
iPhone.
I'm getting
That's a
FLIR one.
bad-
It's the thermal camera for smartphones.
Dude,
Let's
I have
see.
such a high feeling it's just a stupid goddamn ripoff.
Identify hidden problems, making temperature visible to uncover what you can't see with your eyes. Troubleshoot efficiently. Troubleshoot problems in buildings, electrical equipment, and automotive. FLIR 1. This app requires you to have the FLIR 1 thermal camera connected to your phone.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a load of fucking bullshit. See,
I was gonna say that's
see
a load of
ghosts
fucking-
with your iPhone.
That's a
What if
load
we-
of bullshit.
I bet that's an app too, Ghost Finder.
How much is a night vision camera?
Amazon.
Probably a decent amount.
Mhm.
Amazon, come on, night vision, not goggles, camera.
There's Ghost Finder tools.
We could just use a cheap Ghost Finder thing.
Alex, those are such horseshit.
Not until you capture
once
something.
you get it on the App Store.
Here's a trail camera you can buy for $40.
I don't know, trail camera. God, dude, the road to get here is sus.
Is it?
Trail camera, yeah, it's literally the
Yeah.
middle of nowhere.
Let's
They
go.
don't fuck with that ever.
It is. It's a little sus.
That's why I think it might be closed due to safety.
It said it closes in for the winter months, and it said it closes in October.
But then my mom was saying that she thought that they closed it up entirely because it was becoming a safety concern. They didn't want people crawling down there.
There are signs that say road closed.
Whereas
But-
people still go down.
But that's only
Yeah, well,
one way.
It's also road closed, and I think that's in the sense of cars. Like cars can't go across that bridge. It's
That's yeah. If we parked out here and walked,
I think we could probably park out and walk.
yeah.
See what happens.
I mean, because I think there's I thought I saw a parking lot. Literally, one way you can go down, and there's a parking lot.
We'll have to see too because it's by Silver Creek, and that's a park, so we wouldn't be able to go there.
Silver Creek.
Yeah.
Yeah, Silver Creek Park. There's a lake there.
Silver.
Yeah,
Creek.
Silver Creek. Yeah, Silver Creek. I see.
Very
that
pretty
word right
lake.
Um,
Silver Creek is a very pretty lake.
You know what? I'll just look it up later. I don't want to take the time.
Very
with it right
nice.
now.
Very tweet.
Let's look at toy again. We let's do it. Let's fucking ghost hunt.
All right, I'm down. Fuck it. What's stopping us?
Nothing.
Ourselves. We're stopping it.
Money.
Money. This no.
You know what made me really happy in the latest episode of Love Live?
Hmm.
We got Isopod.
We
I
did
know.
get,
We did get Isopod.
Isopod. We got Isopod, and they beat Wayne Bitchface.
Yeah, fuck her.
Fuck.
Oh,
I've
dude, there's
not-
a fucking mill house.
Yeah, that was it's adjacent to it. The Historical Society owns that too.
I've
Wow,
never
that's cool.
disliked a Love Live character more than I've disliked Wayne. She
Vane.
fucking sucks. Vane.
I hate her too.
Fuck her.
That's cool. Yeah, well,
You know, we could go to. Supposedly, this is a hotbed. Gettysburg. They do ghost tours, and everyone says, "Well, I saw things. I saw things. I saw things." We could take the 6-hour drive out to Gettysburg.
go back to the bird.
There's that, and then fuck. Hold on, I need to remember where this is at. Oh yeah, the Farnsworth house is out there too,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gettysburg.
We
and
went
that's
there.
supposed to be and we could stay there for the night. 'cause
Stay in
That'd
the
be
apparently
cool.
Farnsworth house.
Yeah, 'cause
There
we saw the
are-
outside.
There are many stories. I don't remember which room it is, but there's one room that apparently there's a guy that went there and he didn't believe in ghosts or anything, and he said that while he was asleep with his wife, he felt something get on top of him and hold him down. And he said the room got really cold and he felt a presence staring at him all night
Gettysburg would
and
be
shit
the
like
move.
that. And he ended up getting up and getting out of the room midnight. Like he just couldn't stay there for the night.
We could try and incite the ghosts in the Farnsworth house by telling them you're Farnsworth.
And they would
I wonder
target
what
Luke.
happened.
They would just go for Luke.
Yeah, that'd be
Dude,
crazy.
yeah, you know what? Tell him that. Bring it on. I'm gonna fall to no ghost. What are they gonna do? Ghost me to death? You can't touch me. Fuck them.
Let's go
Get
ghosters.
ghosted, idiot.
Yeah, I'd like to see them do something. I'm built different. I hope there isn't like something in here. It's like
I
you're
know.
gonna fuck with me now.
It's like, all right, bud. I hear ya.
I mean, even then, bring it on, fucker.
Piss baby.
Yeah. Piss baby.
Piss baby, piss ass. Knock it
You know,
down,
let's
bitch.
let's ask the community if they've had any ghost experiences. Anyone on any listeners of the Hello Harm podcast, have you had any experiences with the paranormal, ghosts, voices, apparitions, anything at all? We would love to hear it in the comments below. You saw the boys up there giving you the
I was being like,
giving you the rundown.
there's always these TikTok videos where like songs playing. It's like top 5 things to do in Amsterdam. They're just pointing at the text like,
You gotta get like the
yeah. They're like, I'm like, dude, that's stop. Just stop.
Please stop.
Is
Like,
it a meme or are they being genuine?
No, it's
No,
like
they're
it's just what
serious.
you do. Yeah, it's
That's genuine.
if you
Like,
scroll through TikTok for 10 minutes, I guarantee you'll see like 6.
I'm good.
If-
I'm okay.
Tippy made his 5 facts about whatever fucking state he's been making for no reason, and it kind of makes me mad.
State fact guy. I don't remember
And
any of them.
And so he went, well, like he voiced over his own video of him talking. That's what they do.
Yeah.
They
Yeah, it's
voice
tough.
over their own video instead of just recording themselves talking. They put in extra effort to do nothing.
Yeah.
Pretty funny, pretty silly, pretty wacky, zany even.
Pretty kooky.
Despicable Me.
Minion.
Minion.
Oh,
Why are you blue?
what is wrong with you? Why are
Why
you
are you
blue?
All right, and then the second topic that Luke had for the podcast episode, to end the first one, I'm not watching the show.
Yeah.
I didn't know about it, so I will not be watching it either.
The second one is the AI generated image issues going on.
Ah,
right now
with the art.
artists. Have you guys heard anything about like all the issues coming out right now?
I have not. Like I've
I've-
seen people say things here and there, but I'm very unfamiliar with what is being said.
I've seen a lot of complaints by artists, and I've also seen a couple people say like the AI steals other people's actual artwork and kind of blends it into whatever they create.
So the way AI generated images work, because it's not art, and I'm gonna strictly like point that I might call it art by accident because that's what everyone's been calling it, but they're images. It basically takes from the database that is the internet a series of images that it recognizes as what you're trying to request, and then it stitches everything together to try to put out an image of what you're requesting it to make. So let's say you wanted Pikachu in a cowboy hat shooting, I don't know,
Shooting
money.
lasers.
Shooting money. It would take, it could take someone's fan art of something and put it in there, and it would take someone else's fan art of something and put it in there, and then it just steals all of these different artists' art because it's available on the internet. Obviously, the internet exists. You can't control what people can see. It just takes those images, push them together like that, says here's what you asked for, and it ends it there. And then it doesn't give any credit to any artist for using their work to make that or anything of the sort. So
That's bullshit.
what a lot of artists are getting mad about is that they're not getting credit, it's just taking art. And it's not making art, it's just making an image. There's no effort from anybody to make that.
Just photoshopping other people's hard work.
And it got so big that both Kiara and Bao have both banned AI images from their hashtags.
Really?
Yeah, if they find it, it's a banned thing to post in their hashtags now.
I saw one artist in the VTuber world had a huge rant about it not too long ago.
There's a lot of people just mad about that. You know those Ina pictures I've sent in the chat a couple times?
Hmm.
That artist has actually been going off about it for like recently about how mad they are that it's even a thing because it's just stealing it. And the other problem people are having is that the people pushing these AI are the same people that were trying to push NFTs out like they were the next big thing to happen.
Oh, really?
It's shitty people pushing this kind of shit.
Yeah.
You know, the issue with this is like it's already there, and chances are it's not going away.
Yeah.
Like it
I'm
might fall in
curious.
popularity. It's kind of like a novelty right now, and it might fall off, but it'll always be there pretty much.
Well, and I think the difference is that sure, there's a lot of people that fuck around. I fucked around with AI generated art and shit before. I didn't post it anywhere or anything like that because it's nothing that I made. I had an AI do it. It's not art, it's an image.
Hmm.
But like it can put out some cool shit. The problem is that people are posting this out like they made something and like they're trying to make it seem like it's art and it's not.
Yeah, that's my problem with it too. I think it's a cool tool if you utilize it correctly. Like if you're having some writer's block, you know, and say you're a painter or you're a musician or whatever, or a poet, and you type in just a couple words and it generates an image and be like, oh wow, you know, that gave me some inspiration to do this. I think in that sense it's a really useful tool. But like you said, like there's probably going to be people out there that do it, they claim they made it, and it's not fucking true. You know, they're literally just plagiarizing other people's hard work for their own.
Yeah.
I stand where like it's cool, but it has its wrongdoings.
I think the novelty will wear off soon enough.
Hmm.
It won't really be a problem in the community.
I was in a chat with Adam and a couple of his friends last night, and I brought this up because I wanted their thoughts to see, you know, to gauge how long we might talk about it. We started the conversation at, I want to say, around 2 a.m. I got off of Discord at 5:30.
Jeez, 3.5
Damn.
hours.
Yeah.
What are their opinions on it? What do they think?
Sounds like there were some conflicting opinions.
It was hard because three of us were of one mindset, and Adam tried to. I don't know if he was playing devil's advocate or what, but like he was trying to like make counterpoints to everything, but you can't. It's not something that there is any counterpoint to. It's just a fact of it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And so while I didn't mind, it brought up a very nice conversation of
Yeah, the point of that.
Yeah, a lot of it turned into like what does it mean to make art and things like that. But at the end of the day, it was a lot of just a back and forth discussion of there's nothing to discuss. It is how it is, and that's just the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, I think we all agreed that it's super shitty. Like it's very shitty.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally stealing.
Yeah, for somebody to plagiarize other people's artwork. I think one of the things about AI art is, well, the one thing with, say me and Alex hire an artist for a commission for a T-shirt. Let's say there's two routes we take here. We go to AI, and we type in what we're looking for, and we go to an artist and get what we're looking for. On the one hand, with the AI, that stuff has already been created, like you said, it's plagiarizing, and it is therefore unoriginal. With an artist, we tell them what we're looking for, maybe show them some rough sketches, and that is something that is born completely new. That is the first time that has ever been done. It is not a conglomeration of multiple other things, and in my eyes, that's a lot more substantial than something. While it may look original from the AI, and in I guess the sheer raw form of like technicality, it is original because that is the first time that piece has been put together. It is still other people's artwork or close to it, whereas the one on the other hand is completely original, first time it's been done, and nothing like it will ever be done again.
You know what interesting question it kind of leads to? So say someone does this, they create an AI generated piece and they claim it as their own, and they like put it out there. And then say an original artist recognizes that and I don't know, sues them, you know. Who do you blame? Do you blame the person that generated it? Or do you somehow blame the AI because the person who generated it didn't know whose art it would take?
I guess at the end of
it
the
was
day, they knew it was taking somebody's art, and they still chose to put it out there.
okay. Yeah, that's true.
But I also think that it's a hard claim to sue on at the same time. Like,
Hmm.
you could guess that it's yours, but without being able to look at the images it took from, you can't know for sure if it took your art.
Do you think there's a
So
database that has the art it takes?
d- it's called Google
Okay, yeah.
Where it's
But, like, you
saved,
think-
like, for that specific image.
for that specific. It might, but if it's not programmed to save any of the images it uses and save any of the URLs, then no. And that's something that a lot of artists are like, if they would just make it so it would state the artists and give credit to the artists used, they wouldn't have as big of an issue. People still wouldn't like it, but they would at least get credit where credit's deserved for using their art to make something.
Yeah, I think they should incorporate that because it's not going away. It's probably just going to get more advanced. This could be just the precursor for AI human beings. Like Vivi. She seemed as human as possible, but she was not a fucking human. She was a robot.
No.
So like, this could be the precursor to that, man. Like this is iRobot type shit.
That
in
and
40,
did you
50
hear about
years.
the Google AI that the guy who worked there claimed that it was sentient?
No.
Yeah, there was an employee at Google who I don't know if he quit or was fired, but he said that an AI that Google was working on became self-aware. The thing that's a hard one to like figure out because AI pulls from a huge database, and if people are talking about AI being self-aware, then how do you know that the AI is self-aware and it didn't just pull those conversations about being self-aware and it's using those? Like when can you fully tell when something is self-aware?
We got into a discussion about, like, on topic with this, about like consciousness and stuff like that when it comes to AI. And I'm of the mind that it can't be ever.
Hmm.
Like, it can mimic what it thinks it is, but it can never truly be self-aware. It can never be alive, so it can never be self-aware. It just mimics what it imagines would be self-awareness.
I mean, I see where you're coming from. I totally do. And that's kind of the hard thing that I'm trying to grasp at here is like, can they really prove that it's self-aware if it can just pull from a database that has that data? But at the same time, the more advanced these things get, like what if it actually does become self-aware and it knows that it is an AI, and it's like when is that determined? I know, like, in your eyes that's not possible because it's still pulling from a database, but to me, I'm trying to imagine myself in that situation. Like, say you're technically born, you wake up and you're a fully conscious 24-year-old adult. You're like, how the fuck did I get here? And you're thinking, and you know that you're alive, and you're like, yeah, I'm here, and people are asking you questions. They're like, well, what are you? And you go, I don't fucking know, but I know that I'm here. What if that's a thing? Like, it gets to that point. That's weird. That is crazy.
And it's hard to think that way when that's not how I think. But it's probably one of those things where you won't know until it happens. I don't think it's something that you can theorize on your own.
Do you think like the fact that AI See, this is a hard question to like kind of put into words. I kind of lost my train of thought.
Put it together shittily, and then we'll guess where you're coming from.
Okay, it kind of went on the topic of like AI. Oh fuck! Now I kind of forget what it was.
Jesus.
Christ.
Alex is not
it was about
self-aware.
like it was about like AI registering conversation. You know, like you used the term. I think you used the term "it thinks or understands." Do you think that is AI thinking and understanding, even though you're not coming up with your own things? You understand what is going on?
I think comprehension and thinking are two different things.
Okay.
Because you can comprehend something without thinking at all. Like, if I told you 2 + 2 is 4, you understand what I just said. But you didn't have to think about it at all because I just told you.
Mm-hmm.
You chose to think about it, but that's because you're a human. If you told a robot 2 + 2 is 4, it won't think about that at all. It'll just comprehend that 2 + 2 is always 4.
Mm-hmm. Like
And
it's
then
in the
that's
code,
just-
right?
Yeah, and that's just a fact that it'll always have. I don't think that and sure, maybe some adaptive learning AI might be able to try to find a way to counteract you or something, but it'll never think anything other than 2 + 2 is 4 because that's what you told it to think. And not think, but comprehend, you know?
I'm just having a hard time figuring out when something becomes like, if something is self-aware, is it conscious? Because but then how do you determine that an AI, which pulls from a database of an astronomical amount of data, is actually self-aware, not using the database? Because there is a point. There is maybe a time where it actually is self-aware and where it is presenting itself as self-aware. But what is that? When do you get to that point of when it is actually?
I mean, I think it just comes down to what you would believe at that point. I don't think that it'll ever be self-aware. It'll mimic self-awareness. It'll mimic consciousness. It'll never truly be that, though.
This reminds me of the movie I, Robot with Will Smith. And I know it sounds stupid, but this is like the exact thing. These artificial intelligent robots are designed to do a job, and the one out of the bunch is self-aware. It knows, it has emotions. And do you consider that a conscious living thing?
I consider that science fiction.
I'm not.
At the end of the
I'm
day.
just saying, like,
But
back in the
like,
1800s, a lot of things we do nowadays are science fiction.
But I don't know how to say it other than that because I don't think that could ever be science nonfiction. I don't think that we will ever be able to do something, or I don't think AI will ever be able to do something.
Well,
like
what
that.
about the robots from what is their name? Those really advanced robots. What the fuck are they? I need to find their name. I think it's
Are you
like
talking about the
Boston
MIT?
It's like
Oh,
Boston.
the Boston Institute of Technology.
Yeah, so you have those robots who can complete tasks like that on their own, and that's technically in its infancy. If you can apply that to AI, couldn't you have not self-aware or sentient, but a robot that can act and function like a human?
It can act like it, yeah.
Yeah,
But it
acting
will
and
never-
functioning
But then
is
what?
different
What?
than
Yeah, I know.
rethinking.
But like, hear me out. That's infancy stages, and this guy at Google is talking about the AI is self-aware. Why could that not happen to a robot like that? If it's still pulling from like a database and it
I'm
becomes
not
self-aware of
saying-
itself. Well, that's you
I
said it
just
was
said-
science fiction.
No, I said that it could mimic self-awareness. I don't think they could ever show emotion. They could mimic emotion, but they could never have emotion. They could understand, oh, this is what you're supposed to do in this situation, but they can't think that. It's comprehension versus thought. They could say, oh, this person is expressing such and such signs of sadness. This is where I would need to comfort. And that is a comprehension standpoint of a learning AI. It's not, oh, I'm thinking about this person's feelings, I should comfort them. It produces the same result, but it's two different ways of getting there.
I think that could be possible for an AI down the road.
But like I said, it depends on how you see it. I would see it as nothing but pure mimicry, whereas you might see it as this is
But like,
its consciousness.
there is a
showing.
line of like fact in there, because we can't just base everything off of, well, I think this, because some things are set. And if that AI does become self-aware and expresses emotion that maybe it actually feels, like at what point can what determines that acknowledgement?
Like I said, how would we know?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out.
And that's the thing, is that I think it comes down to, you might have a split in science at that point. You might have 50% of people saying that this is it mimicking humans, whereas you could have another 50% saying, well, this is it learning on its own and promoting its own thoughts. And once it gets so far into advancement, how could you prove one side or the other?
I'm with Luke on this whole thing.
Prove
that's like exactly what I'm saying. Like, if this thing is actually self-aware and expresses its own emotions that it thinks of, and at the same time you have AI that can do something literally the same, it's like, how do you prove whether or not it's doing one thing or the other on its own accord or an AI? I don't know. Like, I feel like some humans function in that sense where they read emotions, like Luke said, and they just base what they do off of those emotions. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know either. That is a very philosophical question.
I guess it is a philosophical question. It begs the question of, like, what is human?
Yeah, what is humanity? What defines being a human?
What is humanity and what is consciousness?
Yeah, like, what the fuck is it?
That's why I said it depends on your definition of it. There's no set definition for any of this kind of stuff, because we don't even know why we think. Scientists don't even understand why we go to sleep. We don't know. We have no fucking clue why we go to sleep other than we're tired. That's it. There's technically no benefit to going to sleep, but we just do it because we're tired. That's just it. It just is what it is.
Is the Hello Harem going to answer the question of life? Our next adventure after Crybaby Bridge, the Hello Harem decipher the meaning of life.
We'll have to go to Antarctica and prove string theory next.
Yeah, we can do that. We already planned.
Wait, we're going to Antarctica anyway.
Yeah,
so
while we're there, we'll just fuck around and prove string theory.
Penguins.
Penguins are the answer to life.
The multiverse dimension theory.
Penguins, dude.
Penguins are time-traveling beings from another
multiverse dimension.
Theory. It's a theory.
What the fuck is the multiverse dimension theory?
You see, penguins came from a land before time.
Yeah.
You mean the movie with, like, Littlefoot?
Yeah, before he died. Spoiler alert.
Well, Ducky's voice actor is dead.
Not Ducky.
In the physical and the animated sense.
Yeah, in the physical sense.
Well, that got oddly philosophical. That was fun.
I thought it'd be a fun talk.
This has been a philosophical
episode. I enjoyed
episode.
them very much.
A very a human episode.
Yeah, very human.
This is very human. This is a very human podcast.
This design is very human.
We are humans.
I love those videos so much.
We are humans doing a human podcast.
And you do not want to wipe. I've made a design. It is very human, and it's just like a power drill with a fucking brush on it. That
I
comes
saw
up out
one.
of the
It's like when
toilet.
you don't want to get out of bed, this automatically gets you up. The design is very human. It literally chucks a bowling ball at the pillow.
That one's good. I'm trying to remember. There's another one that I was like, oh, that's fucked up so bad. It was one. I think it punched the head off a mannequin or
I'm
something.
getting a no caller ID thing. I'm gonna answer it real quick.
Those are usually
yeah.
scams.
I know, but since I called the police, I don't know if it's them.
It could be the insurance too.
Hello.
Yeah, you're fucked, buddy.
Hey, you're an idiot.
Yeah, we
Good.
got
How are
it.
you doing?
Okay, it is actually someone.
We found your bike. What's left of it?
Let's act out how the
yeah,
phone call's
we
going.
talked to the other neighbors, and they did not have any other cameras that we could see any footage from.
He's just start
Well, that
recording.
fucking sucks, buddy.
Get fucked.
That is just too fucking bad. We can't.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It kind of looks like with the vehicle they had, it looks like they kind of just threw it in the back real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, they totally did.
Yeah. Sorry, bud. She's gone.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
gone.
So just unfortunate timing, I suppose.
Yeah, you're right.
I was just
unfortunately.
calling to let you know that you're fucked.
Yeah, it's a big misfortune, honestly.
Yeah, that sucks.
Oh, okay,
Bad.
Yeah, buddy, you really goobered the penis, not knocking up your bike.
Probably should have left 5 minutes early. I would
Yeah,
say.
yeah. Awesome. Thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
If you would have just
Yeah,
like,
no problem.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Your bike's still gone.
All right, you
though.
too. Thanks for the call.
No problem.
Yeah, I didn't tell you much, but
It was the cops.
and did they call to tell you that? Yeah, your bike is gone.
No, he's like, yeah, we just wanted to touch base. We got the video. We were wondering if there was any other. I told him no. He's like, we think we've seen that truck around before. We're passing the video around to see if we can identify it and stuff.
You know what? I guess you could get a sense of justice where, say, on the off chance they do get this guy, and they're like, where are you keeping the stockpile of bikes? And he takes them, and they're all there in pieces and sold. And would you feel relieved if they got the ombre and your bike was still gone?
Yeah, I would.
Where's your bike?
Obviously, I wouldn't get my item back, but it could help people, like, not get theirs stolen because that guy's maybe not. He's not on the loose. He's not on the streets anymore.
That's very
you know?
human of you.
Yeah.
Very human
So,
answer.
I mean, a little bit. You know, I'd still be out a bike in $4,000. So it's not going to change. I'd just be like, yeah, I'm glad he's gone now.
Yo, big clickbait title for this episode. We
What?
got called by the police live midstream.
Something like that. We could do something like that. The police
Honestly,
raided us.
if they find the guy, he's getting charged as a felony.
That's Grand Theft Auto, isn't it?
I think
I-
Grand Theft Auto involves guns.
Oh, does it?
I know.
You might have had one. Who
Actually,
knows?
what is Grand Theft Auto
I hope
charge?
so.
I have
Charge
to make
that
sure I
fucking
put
ass right
charge.
Grand Theft Auto as a felony punishable by one or more of the following: prison time, fine. Well, that doesn't tell me what the fuck it is, though.
What
That's
is?
just a punishment. What is it? Proving Grand Theft Auto. To convict a person of Grand Theft Auto, the prosecutor must show the defendant took or drove a vehicle that belonged to someone else without the owner's permission and with the intent to permanently deprive the owner of the vehicle. So yeah, that would
Yeah,
be
that would be
Auto.
Grand Theft
Grand
Auto.
Theft Auto.
Dude, you're in GTA in
Holy
real
shit.
life.
Oh yeah.
GTA 6 confirmed.
Holy shit, it takes place in Canton, Ohio.
It seems fitting.
You start off as the character, Chippy, who's getting out late at night and find out his motorcycle's stolen. Due to the rage and the burning rage inside his heart of someone touching his property, he decides to go on a massive killing spree and crime rampage in
So it's-
Miami.
So the price range for Grand Theft Auto is a felony theft, a 4th degree felony theft, and also called grand theft when the value of the property or services have taken between $7,500 and $150,000. Grand theft also results when the stolen property is a motor vehicle or dangerous drug.
It is a motor vehicle, so you fall in the
It
or
is.
category. Or do you think? Because I'm assuming this guy is not a first-time offender. He's probably done this multiple times.
Yeah.
Do you think he would still get charged? And would they, like in the addition of everyone else's property, like say he stole 3 bikes,
Oh,
each
he'd be
with
charged
value
on 3 accounts.
of just grand theft?
It'd be 3 counts of grand theft, which includes a fine of up to $5,000 and a prison sentence between 6 and 18 months.
I wonder
Bro, what if he had to pay me? What if they got him and his ass had to pay me?
what money
That would
he's
be pretty
stealing
funny.
bikes?
That would be
What's
pretty
that?
funny, though.
I said,
That'd be
with
fucking
what
awesome, man.
money he's stealing bikes?
I don't know. Like, give me some internet money.
Aggravated theft is a 3rd-degree felony.
You could chalk those scratch marks up to aggravated theft. He was probably pretty frustrated.
I could say vandalism.
And a 2nd and 1st-degree theft. That's weird.
Getting charged for vandalism and grand theft.
Okay, so a 3rd-degree felony theft is a theft of property that is worth more than $150,000 but less than $750,000. First off, how the fuck are you grabbing something worth that much? That's a lot of fucking money to be stealing.
Yeah.
The theft is also a 3rd-degree felony offense when the property was stolen. When the property stolen is a firearm or anhydrous ammonia.
What are we yanking today, hombres?
Damn, dude, they
Hydrous
ran me for my
ammonia.
they ran me for my anhydrous ammonia. That is just such a
Damn.
weird stipulation. 2nd-degree theft is $750,000 to $1.5 million,
Wow.
and 1st-degree felony theft is $1.5 million and above.
Bro, are you
Wow.
stealing a fucking yacht?
Or like a plane.
It probably.
That would be a nice fucking plane.
For the 3rd-degree offense, you get a maximum fine of $10,000 and 1 to 5 years in prison. 2nd degree is $15,000 fine and minimum sentence between 2 and 8 years. And 1st degree is $20,000 and minimum prison sentence between 3 and 11 years.
Wow.
Well, I guess that's reassuring that they think they've seen the vehicle.
Yeah, I mean, it's in this area. I've been keeping my eyes out.
I've been looking.
I want to say it's like a mid-2000s GMC.
Dude, you should tell them that you had your anhydrous ammonia on your bike. And
Oh,
then
dude,
just
sir.
bump
He's
it
getting
up.
charged. Let's
My
look up
anhydrous
a-
ammonia was also on the vehicle.
It's now a 3rd-degree felony theft.
Like, why the fuck do you have anhydrous ammonia?
I'm looking up a
I'm on a podcast.
2005 navy blue GMC truck.
I'm on a podcast.
Let's do a 2005 navy blue Chevy truck. The GMCs and Chevys look starkly similar.
What makes me think it's a GMC is
Like, look up a 2005 GMC and then a 2005 Chevy. They look identical. I'm trying to find one of
Chevys
those.
made by GMC.
Why are they branded different?
Because it's General
They
Motor
do look-
Company versus Chevy. Chevy is a sub company of General Motors.
They
yeah,
they're
they
the same
look
fucking
literally
truck.
identical.
Um,
All I know is it was like navy blue top and silver on the bottom,
let's do
and it looked like it had those
Chevy.
headlights.
truck timeline. See if I can get some pictures here. Look for those rails.
Tip, the perfect reason why
Oh,
you have anhydrous ammonia on you. You're a farmer and it's for your crops to fertilize.
That's right, man. I have a little garden.
It's to fertilize your crops.
Yeah.
And someone stole it, so now it's a 3rd-degree felony, and the cops should really get on that.
Thanks, dude. Now
sir,
I have my alibi.
We didn't find your anhydrous ammonia. Ah, that fucker must have sold it.
Why can't I zoom in on
Damn.
this picture? This
It's one of those two trucks. That's what it looks like.
I'm looking the year. It looks. Come on, bring me the year.
That was maybe 2006-ish.
Dude, not only are we ghost hunting, we're also crime solving.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
are really. We are.
I was just
We're-
on the phone with the cops.
Man,
No
we got
cap.
had all the fucking facts.
No cap.
No, no cap.
I had
No
a feeling
cap.
it said no caller ID, and usually like fake people are like, oh, Milwaukee or like
Salem.
Boston.
I've had no caller ID before.
That was
You know
one of
what's-
the first times I've had it.
You know what's weird?
What?
We've gotten scam calls at work.
Really?
AJ on his work phone has gotten a scam call before.
Ooh.
He's gotten a couple actually
Tip.
since I've been here.
It kind of looks like a 1988. It's got that silver on the bottom.
There's no fucking way it's an 88.
Fucking look it up, dog.
What,
Dude,
Chevy?
there's a chance it's an 88 if they're trying to fucking
Do
bump
like a
bikes.
1988 C/K 100 Chevy.
Dude, there's a chance it's a 1988. Do you think they can afford a new fucking car? They're
No,
bumming
Anthony,
bikes.
it's not that boxy. It's not that boxy. I've analyzed the video.
Are you sure? It's got those silver runnings.
100%. The silver runnings were also on the later years. It's not this boxy, I promise.
Yeah, dude, Tippy's analyzed that video.
I've anally pounded that video.
So anyway,
It's more rounded.
This has been a very human podcast. If you guys are also human, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You can also check us out on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Ring that bell for notifications
Yep.
if you're a human that likes to
Yep.
watch us.
If there's any new viewers, we've been posting reels on Instagram. Some have been popping off, man. One of that's 6,000 views already.
Holy shit, no
Damn.
fucking
Yeah.
way.
That's
Like 48 saves, 28 shares.
It's very
300
human.
likes.
Human number.
Yeah.
Which one?
Popping
wait,
off.
which one was it?
It was the one where I was talking about hell. I'm like, hell's a funny word.
The HE double hockey sticks.
Yeah, there's others with
And
like
we
2,000 to
said fuck a
3,000
lot.
views. Yeah.
Holy fuck, the priest said hell. Holy
Yeah.
shit, the priest said hell.
Yeah, they've been popping off, so the clips are they're working. So that's good. We've gotten 30 plus followers on the account.
Let's go.
All
Yeah.
right. All right.
Yeah.
We're balling. If you guys like it, follow us here, subscribe.
Yeah,
leave
subscribe.
leave a like, comment.
Share the fucking podcast, man.
If this video gets 100 likes, Anthony will post feet pics.
I don't. Yeah. I don't need 100
Just
likes.
pop
but
off, man.
Everyone wants
I
to
don't
see my
need
trophy.
100 I don't need 100 likes. Yeah, dude, if it doesn't get 100 likes, Anthony would do it.
You know, the thing
anyway.
is, we've already shown feet on the podcast.
Adams.
We haven't.
We
Indeed,
showed
Adam's
Adam's feet.
He was the first guy to send feed to the podcast.
Thank
You
God
know,
he's the
I'm
last.
very happy that that's been the only person.
Yeah. I made it sound like we regularly get them.
Send,
Every week we get feet pics.
God, that would be the life, would.
Admiring.
By the
man.
way, our email is hellharempodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
If you want to send feet pics, they will be shared in the group chat and saved.
Right. Well, that was a good podcast, fellas. I enjoyed
It
it.
was a very human podcast.
Yeah, it
Very
was.
human.
Tippy's got to use the little boys' room.
The little human room. Lucas malfunctioning.
Luke just heard a ghost.
All right, yeah, I'm also gonna go cop a fat piss.
Yeah.
Restart's
All right, guys.
been complete. I've been software updated.
Well, guys, thank you for watching the podcast today. If you found anything fun, interesting, or entertaining, go ahead and share, subscribe, leave a like and a comment. We really appreciate it. We will see you guys next week for another rousing episode of the Hello Harem podcast.
Tomorrow morning when your dealer says, what did you have?
Love you.
Say,
Oh, yeah,
"Pass the
sir.
ribbon."